Do it now.
Now, hi everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Agents of the Collective, brought to you by the Collective Entertainment Network. I am your Game Master Ray, and I'm joined by the Boar's Head Ham, Brian, and Amy. The Boar's Head Ham, otherwise known as Mason, if he lives through his coughing fits.
You're muted,
You're
Mason.
muted, Mason. Anyways, but
I'm
welcome.
supposed to be dead right now, so.
Yes. Well, you can stay for the opening banter if you're not coughing to death. Anyways, but welcome tonight, everybody. Got a fun episode for you tonight. It'll be a little bit different, but you know, it's what we've got. Anyways, I had to just fix something on screen there because it cut half of Amy and Brian off. It was real, like it cut from like here down, up. I mean, anyways, technical issues are fun. Anyways, so when we last left off, our gang of heroes, misfits, or otherwise people put into ordinary people put into extraordinary situations. We're battling the Maltese the Craze, Thork, and his brother, the Vessel Abomination. The fight was difficult, with at one point Elion going down, and then James almost going down. I think he did. I'm not sure. No, James did not go down.
Yeah, James did go down once.
Yeah, James.
And then Greg.
James went down, Greg got him back up. Next turn, Greg got Elion back up, and Greg died.
Yes.
And then Greg went down.
But surprisingly, Hagatha stayed up, even though she embraced her inner barbarian and fighter and charged right at the magic user.
Yeah. He's not doing well mentally.
Yes, but thanks to Elion and his lightning bolts, the shield was weakened to the point where it was almost useless, and had an AC of 6 at the end of the fight. It also had a certain number of points, and you guys were pretty close. You took almost half of its points away. But tonight we are going to focus on one thing. Hold on, let me find it. The battle concludes. The smoke settles. The last stomping ring and of the Hagasthorus Rex as she continues to permanently make sure that the Maltese is unalived. A sudden silence and feeling of dread falls over the party as
What's left of it.
as James calls out, Elion, Hagatha, Greg, he's down.
Hagatha, would she know that she could change back out of the T-Rex form willingly?
You can drop it.
Yeah, I would assume you know magic enough.
Okay, yeah. So as soon as she hears that, she drops the T-Rex form and runs towards Greg. And she tries to like stabilize him because she doesn't know how far gone he is, so she's gonna try and do something.
You could roll a medicine check if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I haven't warmed up any of my dice. This is gonna be terrifying.
James will assist you on that.
So do I roll with advantage then?
Yes.
Or okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Well, 7 was the highest. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
12. I'd say that's high enough to recognize a lifeless body.
Yeah, she starts to go kind of like, she's like, no, no, Greg, come back. This isn't funny, Greg. Greg. She starts shaking him. And like, she's like, tears are starting to fall out of her eyes, and she's just, no. Then she thinks back to the collective and tries to get a hold of Arrow.
Okay.
Arrow, agent down! She's like practically screaming.
Copy that. Agent down. 10 minutes to emergency evac. Please tag those targets. We need them.
No, we need it now. 10 minutes is no. Arrow, we need it now. He's down.
I'm being advised that you will be transported, but we need the science information too.
Greg is down. Like, could be permanently, and
I know.
She's kind of...
I'm sorry. But we have to complete this mission. You guys are coming home. Just throw a tag. We'll send a team in.
What? She's just... Now she's starting to kind of hyperventilate and just starting to, like...
James, Greg's left pocket on his belt. Throw a tag. Right, Arrow. And he picks it up, throws it out. Elion, are you still dinosauring?
No, I dropped it too. Looking down at Greg, realizing that the last thing he did was to heal me. I place both my hands on him, and I just start praying to my father.
Okay. Emergency evac in 3, 2, 1. And you guys are zapped. It's a rough landing. Back to the collective. You are met on scene by medical personnel who quickly don't roughly push you aside, but insert themselves into the situation. They grab Greg and they throw him on a stretcher and begin like CPR. You do notice that James was zapped with you guys. And
Agatha tries to stay with Greg as long as she can until they like kind of shoo her off.
Right. So
Elion too.
One of the doctors asks, "What happened? How did he go down? What was going on?"
She kind of mumbles, but she does the best she can to explain all that had transpired with the brothers and how Greg was selfless in basically being heroic and saving everyone else because we were getting our butts kicked, and because of that he ended up losing his life instead. Again, she's just tears falling out of her face, a little difficult to understand her, but I think she gets the point across.
Right. It's like, okay. All right. Well, you guys need to stay here. We'll bring him in the back. We'll do everything we can. And the classic run through the push doors at a hospital, and you guys are left. However, there's one medical personnel still there. A human male. It's like, you guys look really hurt too. Come on. And get you all into your own rooms. And
Elion's gonna resist and just kind of just sit close to where they took Greg and continue praying.
as you can, the guy kind of urges you can keep praying. We have to tend to you too. Like, whoever you're praying to can hear you anywhere. So let's go. And
Hagatha goes up to Elion and just kind of like puts her arms around his shoulders and be like, they're gonna take good care of him. He's like she's trying to be optimistic and just try to comfort him as much as she can, but with, her...
in tears, he looks up at Hagatha and just like tries fighting through the crying, but I'm trying to give it back to him.
Trying to give what back to him?
His healing.
Oh, sweetie. He gave that to you so you can help and keep you going. He did it for James, and he's done it for many, many others. That's the type of man.
Right now, he needs it more than me.
Like I said, they're gonna do the best they can for him, and all we can do is just get ourselves better so we could do better for him.
Right. So you guys do get moved into your rooms. You're all next to each other, but your own individual rooms. A doctor does come into your room, Hagatha, and they do tests, and they hook like it's really cool. It is a healing potion. You've recognized it, but it's given intravenously, like an IV. So you slowly start feeling better. Just it's controlled. The doctor does come in, and he looks at you, and is like, "Did you encounter anything weird? Because there's some."
Oh, you mean beside? Huh?
Because there's something going on.
I mean, besides the entire experience, yeah. No, the entire thing was weird.
Because you have whiskers. And you feel your nose is different. It's more button, and you have whiskers. And he holds up a mirror, and you have very mild but rat-like features.
What the?
Did you encounter any mutagens of any kind?
I mean, we fought mutants, but like, what the? Change it back.
Oh, yeah, I just needed to know if this was a spell or a mutation. That's
mutation.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
And he disappears for like an abnormally long amount of time, but comes back and gives you a shot, and you start feeling that slowly subside. Now, Elion, you're in your room. They've hooked you up. You've got the same thing going. You survived without any mutation.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, Greg, you did have a mutation too. And funny enough, you rolled boar.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really am Boar's Head him.
Yep.
That's fucking great.
Brian, I need Elion to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
That would be 20.
Perfect. As you sit and pray, and you're focusing your will to give that healing back. Like, I'll be okay. Like, give it back to Greg. Give it back to him. You've actually managed to get yourself into a trance, as in you're resting. But this time, it's focused. It's controlled, and you find yourself in that castle, sitting in that astral space again. Elion, I hear your prayer, but I cannot fully see. Tell me, what happened?
The ones that you said were my friends, they are. And one of them gave their life to heal me. And I can't do anything to help them. I want to give it back.
A hero's sacrifice. Sadly, I cannot give healing in the way you've asked in this particular case. I can give you abilities to heal. And I can save your friend. But there will be a cost. Even for you, my child.
Anything. I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I'm ready to wake up. I'm ready to know who I am. I'm ready to come home.
You understand that at the end of this mission, you will come home.
As long as I can save them.
And there's no noble pursuit than that. You feel a presence behind you, and there he stands. And he reaches out to embrace you, and you embrace him, and there is a pulse of energy through you. And the effect you talked about happens. Meanwhile, back in the collective, it is a mess of medical equipment, tubes, wires, beeping machines. Push this medicine, do this, do that. And nothing happens. And the doctors call. Time of death. 1923, this date. They leave the room. A nurse gently turns off all the machines, pulls a sheet up over across the battered and broken body of your friend Greg. The camera stays in the room as the nurse leaves. And in the center of this sheet, where the heart would be, a golden, glowing light begins to pulse. Mason, roll a D100.
100.
Woohoo!
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I don't know whether to be nervous or excited.
I'm scare roused.
Scare roused. Yes.
Where is it? We found a really cool list here. Doesn't seem to have that. To the internet.
Oh, interwebs.
Hold on.
Can you tell us what the roll was for?
Nope.
Nope.
Mm.
Not until it's done.
Remember my wild magic table where I rolled a D100?
Yeah.
100, you roll it twice.
This one's
Oh
different.
no.
Okay, it comes back as one thing. That's I will allow.
That's kind of lame, but
Now,
if it's the table I sent you, it's kind of lame that it's just the one thing, but I like it. It'll work.
yes, it is. It's gonna be fantastic. Now, I've sent it to you in our Zoom chat. If you like it, we can keep going, or I can offer a deal with the devil. Or a deal with the game master, let's put it that way.
Yeah. What would the deal with the game master be?
You give me a level, you roll again.
Nah, I'll go with this. I think it's kind of fitting.
Okay. This pulse, boom, boom, gets heavier and heavier and brighter, and as you guys would know, but if you were there, it bursts in an explosion of wild, divine magic. Greg, you take a sharp inhale of breath. Your vision is white and cloudy. Oh no, I can't see what happened. You throw it off of yourself, and you find yourself on a table back at the collective. You're in the medical ward. You stand up and you walk out dragging these tubes and devices and machines with you as you stammer out into the hallway. And what do you do
I'm
next?
picturing Finn from Star Wars, leaving the Bacta tank. Yep.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Did you put morphine into me?
A very
That'd be
scared
great.
tiefling pops their head up over the counter of the nurse's station going, that and a whole bunch of other stuff.
That's okay.
Who the
Can
hell
I
are
get a
you?
specific list? Grigorovic Petrov.
You don't look like him.
Well, I'm usually wearing a safety vest. I think I left that. No, someone took my safety vest off. Do you know where my safety vest is?
And just a hand points over to a window, like not a window, one of those round circle things for like clearing intersections and manufacturing one of those round mirrors at a grocery store. And
Kinda.
and you look up, and what do you see?
So, looking up, I haven't had time to think of this, so this is kind of spitballing here on the spot. Very, still very thick, very muscular, kind of like he was in the first place, but somehow there's a bit more of a slender waistline, and probably the thing he finds
less bodybuilder, more gymnast. Yeah, a little bit.
Swimmers.
Kinda, yeah. Less of the guy who, he goes to the gym to get strong, and more of the guy like he goes to the gym to look good. But but probably the thing you would find most off-putting at first is, first off, he's no longer gray-skinned like he used to be. He's now kind of got a sort of a little bit more human toned skin, but something a little bit kind of greenish hue to it. There's a couple spots where it almost looks like he has scaling and two serpentine slit eyes. Oh.
oh my god, this is amazing.
He
What?
The table rolled him a Utah
Yuanti.
Yuanti pure blood, like Nookie was.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but if I remember correctly, you're not supposed to remove tattoos. Where are all my tattoos?
They went with your last molting.
like talking to the tiefling. Where are my tattoos, and why don't I have them?
I don't know.
All right, that's it. I need to talk to your supervisor.
Don't worry, I hit the button. Boom.
Oh
All right,
my
well,
god.
I'll just wait here.
You wait, and a few moments later, some security comes running in. Doctors are called, and you recognize one of the doctors. You've had interactions with them before.
Times when I've set myself on fire. Yeah.
Yeah. Greg?
Yes.
Okay.
Dr. Bendova, how are you?
Pleasure. I'm doing okay. You're different.
Not wearing pants, I know. If I could get a pair of pants here.
Well, that's not the thing I'm most concerned about. You were dead. And a half orc.
And a different color.
And you're now alive and Yuanti?
Yes, I think I noticed that. About those pants.
How about back to your room? We'll get you a gown. We'll get this all sorted out. Your friends are gonna be happy you're alive, because you were dead. Like, death certificate signed dead.
Like about to collect that health insurance dead.
I think I understand how that might worry them. There's a possibility I may be in shock. I think once I get pants, I'll start being able to process this more and I'll be able to focus on something.
Okay.
Why is it so cold in here?
Get him a heat lamp!
Start walking back to this room.
Get him a heat lamp!
So they get you taken care of. They take some of the tubing out and some of the other things. They get you a gown and they cover you. They get a heat lamp going for you. A couple hours pass, and well, at the same time, I should say, as Greg was glowing and his heart beating, Hagatha, you see a same light coming out of Elion's room.
He's consorting with the devil.
And she goes and investigates.
And as you poke your head in the room, not as
Elion, everything okay?
not as violently, but he erupts in this golden light. He floats, spins, lands on his feet, and there stands in holy radiant armor, with a giant weapon on his back, Elion, but he looks grown up. He doesn't vibe that childlike feeling anymore. You went to Etheris with a child, a boy, and Elion's now a man.
A real man.
A real man.
I didn't know we had time to stop for that.
He's a man. Do, 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 do.
Make a man out of you. Sorry. Like, she takes a second for her eyes to adjust back to the lighting, but she's just like, Elion? What? What's going on?
Elion looks up and sees through the door Agatha. I gave it back to him.
The healing?
His life. He needs us. Let's go.
In a bit of shock, she just follows him quietly, like trying to. Elion is.
As you're walking with him, you actually start taking some healing as well.
Ah.
As you're within a certain radius of sorts.
An aura, if you will.
Yeah, a vital aura.
Ah. Okay. What? Elion, are you okay? You seem different somehow. What?
I asked my father for help, and he helped, and I was able to give it back to him. Let's see, Greg.
Oh, okay. Again, just continues to follow and just. Oh.
So, Elion, you have an innate sense of where Greg is.
Mm-hmm.
And you lead Hagatha there, and you come into the room as the doctor is talking with him, and you see this other person at the table that's not Greg. Hagatha, you see a Yuanti.
Nookie? No, wait, you were dead.
Hi, Agatha. Elion, did you change your hair?
Greg? That's you?
Yes. Do I have pants?
You're in like one of those gowns that you get at the
You're in a
hospital.
So I
You're
don't
in a
have
hospital,
pants.
Johnny.
I think Hagatha actually falls to her knees, just from the sheer like whirlwind of everything. Just she doesn't even know how to function at the moment, let alone put together words of any sort. She's
Hagatha,
just
are you all right?
again.
Was she not getting fluids? Hagatha, have you been drinking fluids?
She's bawling like just rivers of tears, and just like mouth agape, and just not necessarily defeated look, but like she's just, her hands are limp at her side, and she's just sitting on her knee, like not moving or just not saying anything. She's just kind of like in a stupor of like not a clue what's going on.
Greg, my father had brought you back. You gave your spell to save me when I was going to die. I asked my father to give it back. He could not give you back your old form. And funny enough, you have taken the form of one of my former lives.
All right. Sorry, this is a lot to process. I was in the middle of telling a psychopomp how he could improve his boat, and then I got pulled out. Also, I think I know Celestial, which that might explain why. Also, should I hug Hagatha? I'm told that when people are crying like this, they need to be hugged.
Yes.
Okay. Greg gets down and he just kind of hugs Hagatha.
And she's just kind of like, as he's hugging her, she's like, is it really you, Greg? And like she kind of pushes him back and like stares at him, like just taking it all in, like, it's a good look on you, if that matters.
Thank you. I wasn't really sure. I mean, that there's not I don't feel like there's enough tattoos. I'll need to stop by a parlor. Also, I think my pain intolerance, like, try pinching me.
I don't have any strength at the moment.
All right.
Her shadow reaches up and smacks you across the face.
Ow! God damn it! Thank you, Oog. Yeah, I'll need to work on that.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's a little slender for my taste, but you say it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I can make that work. Kind of stands back up.
Yeah, she'll like holding on to him. She'll get up with him and just kind of like starts wiping at her eyes and just starts like try to collect herself again and just. I thought I lost another friend, and I don't think I could have handled that on my own. And I'm tired of losing people. I'm tired of friends disappearing or reappearing in different forms, but I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing that they come back in different forms because they're still them. But she just starts to kind of ramble, and basically
I place my hand on her shoulder.
Ooh, curls up in your lap like a lapdog.
I asked my father to protect you both. I am now his champion, and we will defeat whatever evil we are sent here to defeat. And when it is done and gone, and you are all safe, I'm going to rejoin my father.
Woohoo. Thank you for the follow. Epic timing. Epic timing. That was fantastic.
Did we just get a message?
Thank you, Father!
Father has spoken.
My father now follows us.
Alticus the Grim, thank you for your epic timing and the follow. Well done.
I hope that made its way into the stream because that was great.
Oh, that was fantastic.
That was wonderful.
Greg's still kind of a little bit shaken. Kind of, still not quite socially in tune. He's just gonna kind of put his hand on Elian's shoulder and then pull him into a hug. Just say, thank you, Elian. Still processing everything, but thank you.
I was told that you were friends, and I won't let any of you go.
Agatha turns around and looks at Elion, and she kind of like grabs him by the shoulder and pulls him in for a deep hug.
This is just a giant group hug at this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Oog's on the outside just holding everybody in.
Oh yeah, he's full wrapped.
Yeah.
We're gonna step back from this scene as the party reunites and comes together as the Punchline. And we're going to go into about 3 weeks of downtime here for the party.
God.
But first, order of business is let's roll some health for our 2 levels. So if you are new here, how we roll health is because nobody likes to roll a 1 on your health. And the best way that I've come across to help prevent that is I will also roll a hit dice with my players, and you take the highest of the 2. If we both roll the same number, we roll again. So, who would like to go first?
I just got a brand new body, so I would like to go first and see how much healthier it is.
I was just gonna suggest that the newly risen, but yeah,
The Greg.
The
Greg should go.
All right. So what are we rolling, the Greg?
I took. We bumped up to level 10, so I took 2 levels into Artificer, so it's D8s.
Two D8s. All right. Number 1. Here we go. I got a 5.
I got a 5.
All right. We re-roll.
Right off the bat, we re-roll.
I got a 5 again.
I got an 8.
There you
Yay!
go. All right.
All right, and then second one.
Second one. Here we go. All right. What'd you get?
I got a 3.
I got an 8.
There
you go.
All of my
Max.
characters always end up getting maximum HP.
You got some
God.
divine push into that one.
Serious. Oh, okay. And that is it.
All right. Amy, how about you go next? We'll save the
Okay.
we'll save the surprise of what happened to Elion for last.
Nah. All right,
Okay.
D8.
A bunch here.
All
He
right.
rolls all of his dice.
D8.
D8.
Here we go.
I got a 3.
I got a 2.
Ugh.
Ooh.
That's kind of cruddy.
Yeah, that's kind of jump.
Oh well. And again.
Oh. All right.
Oh, 8.
8.
Do you have to
You have to re-roll. Isn't this fun?
Oh.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
A 1.
I got a 6.
Okay. Ugh.
All right, and
Slightly anticlimactic.
yeah,
Oh.
we have to roll for Oog here. So Oog he's multi-classed. He's got sorcerer and he's got warlock. And I know sorcerer warlocks are not supposed to be at my table, but in this particular case, it made sense for the powers of what he is. So he's a level 8. We're gonna bring him to 10. Do we do 1 warlock, 1 sorcerer, 2 sorcerers, or 2 warlocks?
I mean, personally, I say sorcerer, but that's just because I'm doing the warlock thing, and
All right, let's do it.
but one or yeah.
All right, so that is 2d6.
Mm.
All right, so
Do you want me to roll
Yep. You're
D6?
You're literally his other half. All right.
Okay.
First one's a 4.
1.
All right, so we'll go with 4. And number 2,
4.
5.
Woo!
All right, 4 to 5. Manage HP. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. And apply.
Now, would it be safe to say that we got a long rest at some point?
Oh yeah. Everybody's
Yeah,
long rested
so I'm
at
gonna-
this point.
Okay.
All right, and our champion, our friend Elion. What are we rolling, and why are we rolling it?
We're gonna be rolling 9d10.
9d10.
I'm sorry, what?
Elion not only became a little more divine, he's no longer a sorcerer. He is the champion of his father. He is a straight paladin.
Really?
Our boy went pally.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then.
Pele.
All right. So
Pally.
9d10.
Yes.
6.
6 on my first one.
I'm counting dice. Give me a second.
Oh,
All right. Here we go. All right. Putting these in the order in which they landed. As best of my abilities. Okay. So my first one was a 2.
6.
All right.
Second one was a 1.
I got an 8.
10.
6.
8.
5.
No, not 108. Sorry, hold on.
Kind of questionable if you rolled 108 on the
Yeah, right.
10. Like, that's
Another
impressive.
8.
6.
6.
10.
Okay. How many are we at?
We have 3 more.
Okay. 10.
6.
5.
10.
Jesus. And the last one, 9.
1.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. All right. All right. Cool. All right. So we'll add everything up here for Oog and everybody up in a second. But so week 1 of your downtime. Kind of. What do you think? What do you think you guys would do? And the whole collective is open to you. Any shop you might think of, anything you might want to do is available. You can even take time off station. You want to go to a world and relax on a beach? You got it.
I think at some point Hagatha writes a letter
Okay.
to Thane. Kind of telling him about what happened and just as much as she can remember, and just, wishing him good health and all that stuff, and just how much she misses him, and just all the changes and stuff going on, and she, kind of pours her heart into it a little, and she sends it up. She gives it to whoever. She asks Arrow or somebody to make sure that Thane gets it. And I think she.
Arrow says it'll be sent to his ship and waiting for his return.
Excellent. I think she would want. She kind of wants to check on the inn that we all bought together. Nookie,
the pub?
her, yeah, and see how that's doing.
Okay. So you ask to go to Waterdeep for some time off, and it is completely given to you. And you appear outside of the inn. This place is freaking bombing. Like, not bad, but good. Like, Like it is.
It's the bomb.
It's the bomb. It is. It is.
It's a hot spot.
It is busy.
Excellent.
The name did get changed though.
Oh.
It's called the Pussycat Lounging Inn.
She loves it. Such a better name. Oh my god.
And,
She's got the biggest grin on her face right now.
and you recognize Larrabee is standing outside checking people, and he sees you and he smiles and welcomes you in, and it's a busy place, and there's food and there's drinks and there's a bard playing, and it is, but it's got that just home and relaxing feel. It's cozy.
Just what Hagatha needed.
Is there anything you want to do there real quick, or?
No, she just, I mean, I think before she gets there, I think she would like mention it to Greg and Elion, and kind of voices that she kind of hopes that they join her. Because she wants to like she doesn't want to leave them because of everything that's happened. She's kind of stuck to them, but I kind of like hope that they follow her. But obviously they are. You guys do what you want. I don't want to railroad anything, but I picture her.
Should we wish to join?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that for the time being.
All right. So that say that relaxing and catching up with Thane's family and just decompressing is your first week.
Yeah.
Okay. Elion, what do you think you would be doing your first week? Awakened.
Considering what's happened, I would be working. Whether it seems like I am or not, I'm studying active intel. If I did join Hagatha, I would be sitting there, flipping through, books or folders, interested but not too interested in what's going on around me.
All right. You're reading standard reports because at your clearance level you can only get so much. You have asked for something higher and it's being processed, but a lot of the information you have is stuff you already know.
Yeah.
Other than intel and eventually joining Hagatha, is there anything specific you want? Shopping, or?
Basically just kind of swapping out my sorcerer gear for paladin gear.
All right.
I don't know what I'm picking yet.
All right. Just know your armor will have like just a radiant glow around it, which it will glow with radiant power and light, but it's not. You have an internal dimmer switch for necessary.
Yeah.
It's cosmetic. It's cosmetic.
An internal dimmer switch. Oh, I don't know why I found that so funny.
All right. Utah and Greg, what do you want to do with your first week?
So,
you call Cornelius. Sorry.
Greg will actually take up Hagatha on the offer. He actually wants to spend the first week getting himself properly re-tattooed for his spellmark tattoo infusion. It's an actual strategic weapon for him. And, the idea of recovering in a nice little, inn that, hey, it's friendly, hey, it's got cats and stuff. It actually sounds pretty good. He does ask Hagatha if she wants to come with him to get his tattoos. She just, for quote, moral support, though. He makes it seem like it's moral support, but really he doesn't think he's going to have a problem with it at all. That is until he gets in there and they start finally putting the needle to him, and he realizes his new body does not have the pain insensitivity he used to have. So, there's quite a bit of screaming, and Hagatha, he will grab and hold your hand, and it will feel like a vice grip.
It's gotta be. Oh, sorry. Ow. Give me that back.
Why? It's not supposed to be bone deep. What are you doing?
It's not bone deep, you big baby.
Why does it hurt so much? But he's gonna get himself properly re-tattooed, and for description's sake, it's a plethora of different things that just kind of interweave into each other. There doesn't look like there's necessarily any sense to it, but it's just a bunch of tattoos that he gets put on for him to be able to imbue with his spell rot tattoo.
Okay.
So you'll have like a butterfly sitting next to like a ball and chain picture, and there's a ice cream cone in there. It's just all sorts of random crap.
It's a lot of like one time into the shop, like really quick, like, yeah, I want this, yeah, I want, and with no planning whatsoever. It's just like
it's like all the, hey, here's your first time tattoos. And then he will spend the remainder of the week in recovery, letting all of that heal, wincing a lot back at the end. Yeah.
Okay. So it would cost. I'd say it cost half of what to get it on the first time, like money wise.
Mm-hmm.
Which you guys have plenty of.
oh god, yeah.
Yeah, we got plenty of money.
Agatha's like freaking loaded.
But yeah, they're just blank tattoos for him to be able to imbue with his spell rot tattoo stuff.
Okay, but the ink has to be the special ink and stuff like that. But
yeah.
Even though oddly enough, like the tattoo artist is like it's like the skin wants to take it, like it's supposed to be here. So like the tattoos go on easier. That's why it's cost about half.
Okay. So that's week 1 for Greg.
That's week 1.
Screaming and then a lot of soap.
Yep. And tattoo recovery.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah. All right. Week 2, Amy. What is Agatha doing week 2?
Week 2. Oh, I have no idea.
No idea.
No idea. I think part of her wants to go to the beach, like the ocean beach.
Okay.
Because she realizes she hasn't really had much time to like sit and reflect with like the Fathomless, and realized she never really actually thanked him properly for the gifts he's given, and like just kind of just checking in kind of deal, because he's usually checking in with her, but like I think this time she's gonna do the checking in.
Okay. So you could find a way to the beach where you're going, or would you like a suggestion?
Suggestion, please.
All right. So you ask Arrow, you want to find a nice low-key beach, tropical, just a nice place to go, and she recommends the Bay of Gifts in Marquette. She zaps you there, and you meet this quite lovely fellow who checks you in to a room, saying that your room was already paid for a week.
Yay!
And asks a very poignant question of, do you have dogs or bears with you?
She's kind of like... No, not that I know of.
Okay, good, because they're not allowed.
Especially dogs.
Especially dogs. Especially dogs.
Okay.
That's great.
You get your room, and it is this. It's this hand-woven bungalow suite. It's gorgeous. You head out to the beach, and it is crystal white sands, crystal clear blue water. It's you get in it, and it's warm, and it's perfect. And you check in with the Fathomless.
Yeah, I would think it would take a couple days. Like, if she's gonna be there a week, it would be like, the first 2 days probably sitting at the beach, just staring out into the distance, and maybe occasionally getting in the water, swimming around a little bit, and just kind of, just taking everything in the best she can. And yeah, I feel like about midway through, maybe closer to the end, where she probably doesn't think he's gonna show. Also, it's understandable, like they are who they are, and she's just happy to be there, and just yeah, stuff like that.
Hey babe. Shit! Oh crap! It's Agatha. Hi, Agatha.
I kind of forgot that you had a thing for her until like 2 seconds before you said anything.
Ask
Like,
a lot of questions.
New
why
patron,
you
who
don't
dis?
ask a lot of questions of why do you always seem to be surrounded by muscular men?
So what's going on?
Oh, a lot of crazy shit just happened in like the last month or so.
That's the vibe
Yeah.
I'm getting off you.
Yeah. I guess I really just wanted to say thank you for being there for me, and
Nope.
I don't know. This is awkward.
It's chill. Just relax. Be yourself. I mean, hold on a second. Now look where you are. It's gorgeous.
It is. I'm really glad Arrow suggested this place. I don't think I've ever seen anything so clear and just majestic. She just felt weird saying the word majestic for a second. Like, is that the right word? Like, I don't know.
No, you could say it's majestic. The gods here did a really job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna stay and hang out for a little while? I mean, I could move this coral or something.
Bro's house. It's at the bottom. Sure, but I do need to get back at some point, just so you know.
Right.
But I could chill for a sec.
All right, cool.
She's like trying to mimic his mannerisms, I guess.
So you two hang out, and he's really interested in what Oog is, and to the point where it kind of gets a little tense between them every now and then. But it's just good check-in, and he lets you know, like you had this really awesome like breakthrough and powerful moment. So and you found out more and you found out more about yourself, and so we could do some more things about that, because I'm bound by what the powers say. You gotta grow, right? So, and he explains the powers that you now have to you, and it's it's been really cool how you've been naming the tentacles, because they're all individuals anyway. So it's now you got all of them. And Oog is more powerful to help you out now too, because I set a little vibe his way, So don't be a stranger, but there's some seaweed over there that needs some munching, and I gotta go check it out.
Should be getting back anyway.
And just let you know, like, I'm here for you. I could be a friend, maybe more, but I'm here. You ever need anything? Like, just let me know. All right. And you're beautiful. You're amazing. You're a boss bitch. You got this.
Thank you. She's just kind of like, okay, thanks. I'm personally dying. Agatha's just kind of like, okay, all right. I'm just picturing this Cthulhu-esque monster just being like the total like chill stoner dude, just like, yeah, whatever, man, just like whatever, just go kind of like.
But it's only with you. Anyone else, he's like, behold my glory.
No, I actually know what eldritch being the Fathomist is, and you guys are gonna fall over.
I mean, I'm already floored as it is. So.
It gets better.
Oh God.
All right, Elion. Elion, week 2.
Yep. Right after we finish the 10 things I hate about Oog. Week 2. I think it's more of the same. I don't have everything like finalized here, but I would like to be through the with my clearance. I can see that Thane used to be part of the Punchline, right?
Yeah.
Like,
You can
former
see.
member.
Yeah, you can see that he's still listed as a member of the Punchline. Current duty classified.
Does he have a company email? Could I just shoot him a message?
Absolutely.
Like, hey.
And Agatha just sends him a letter, like
It's the
more.
emotional thing to do. It's a personal touch when you write.
no idea about electronic mail. What is this?
Well, thanks to the power of the collective, snail mail and email are the same, essentially.
They move at the same pace.
Arrow, Agatha had given Arrow, some, vending thing, her letter to give to Thane, and Arrow just digitized it and sent it off as an email.
No, she literally
Arrow gets
just
it and just goes, what is this?
No, she takes it and transports it to him, boop.
Okay.
It's sitting in a very dust-filled inbox on the Rouge One.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hijack it. Just
No, it's fine.
So email to Thane.
To Thane.
Basically, what I would be asking is, have you any information for the Punchline about the illithid attacks?
You wouldn't know about illithid attacks.
Or illithid involvement. I do know that that's who my end game enemy is.
You know, right?
That's from your father.
You know that's your favorite enemy. And you can gather there's a suspicion something happening around that because you're here.
Wouldn't our intel tell us, or my security clearance allow me to know about previous missions where the Punchline has encountered?
Yes. So
yeah, you could probably look at previous records, I would assume.
So the Punchline has encountered an illithid, and you were told to leave the area immediately. And you can look through the
redacted. What does that mean?
Yeah. Your missions are not classified from you because you were there. If you were to hand it to someone else, say Maximus, technically it should be redacted, but he has the clearance to see pretty much anything.
Right.
Because he's
So it's a bad example.
Maximus.
It's a bad example. If you hand it to the lunch lady, she could see that you went on a mission at this date and this time, and you were evac'd because of reasons, and that's it.
Okay.
But
Reasons.
Then I'll change.
You do know that the collective is at odds with a force of Illithid, status unknown.
Then I would change the wording of the message to him, asking him if he has the availability to come back to the Punchline for a downtime visit for group morale.
You send the email out, and several days pass, and you haven't gotten anything back yet.
Okay. Additionally, I would like to go visit the frogs. Because if I remember correctly, we left off with some pretty interesting things going on with them. And even adult, Champion Elion is fairly curious with what's going on.
Right.
This is an advanced civilization.
So while you're back at the collective sending off this email to Thane, you take a second to head out to the veranda that is your park, and you notice the pond. This gorgeous pond with lily pads on it, and there's a tree over top of it. As you approach, you notice that there are frogs that live in the tree now.
Tree frogs! Ah!
Tree frogs.
The sky people.
And
They're turning into Avatar.
and
James Cameron would be proud.
and you notice that there are frogs that live in the water. And you notice around where the base of the tree is, there seems to be some kind of barrier in between the two.
Oh.
They've divided into two civilizations.
There better not be
The
civil
religious
wars.
purists who live under the pond and still worship Agatha, and then the technologically advanced tree frogs.
On the tree, do I notice? Have you ever played the game Fable?
Yep.
No.
I know of it.
No, I haven't.
Okay. Do you know the old trees that would have
Ah.
faces on them?
Oh yeah.
The doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Does
know
that look like Hagatha's face or Greg's face?
Oh my god!
They divided into the followers of Agatha and the followers of Greg.
So you notice in your
Where
observation
are
here,
my followers?
you have the tree frogs that seem to be this more technically evolved, and have you end up talking with them first, and they call themselves the Gregorians.
You guys are about to be disappointed.
Wow.
And they embrace as a whole. And they do recognize Hagatha as the birth of their civilization. However, belief in one being for them isn't enough. They need to believe in two, because you have the spiritual and the technology. And their technology to them is more important. You then talk
Who
to...
have renounced technology.
You now talk to the Hagtharians that live underwater. That they
Ignore me.
They still have their tech. They are further behind, and they have, per request, not built temples but places of honor to Hagatha, because Hagatha doesn't want to be worshipped, even though she's very powerful. But no worshipping. We honor and respect her. And they completely disagree with the tree frogs, the Gregorians, that
Cloud City, Gungan City.
pretty much.
So you have the Hagatha-centric theologians down under the pond, and the Gregorian advancement civilization up above.
Agatha did not produce Jar Jar Binks. I swear to God, that is not what happened on her watch.
We should know. No, worship the Hagatha. You just respect the Hagatha.
Misa having a bomb bad day.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. This was fun, guys.
So that's what's going on with the frogs, and no, it's a big population on both ends.
Is that another part of the city? No, that's just a giant clutch. Wow. Wow.
Our population boom
We
is
believe
really
in
big.
community raising our children instead of, leaving it up to a outdated system of individuals raising a clutch of hundreds of children.
Yes.
Yeah.
We raise them as thousands.
I don't have the spells like I used to. I can't make a bigger pond for you.
The Gregorians be like, don't worry, our tree will grow at the correct rate to our population. You don't have to worry about the water people, because they'll just swim. But
they'll swim or drown.
They'll drown or join us up here in the air.
Oh my God. I
Greg.
just freaking can't.
Craig, what do you want to do for week 2?
So probably as soon as we come back from vacationing with Hagatha, Cutter will show up. Cutter will show up very pissed off, because as far as Cutter is concerned, Greg canceled his contract with him. And Cutter shows up very angry, like, you don't break up with me, I break up with you. Why do you look different? And it just goes into this massive fight, like, well, what are you doing dying? Why are you dying? Who told you to die? Which eventually, that goes on for a good couple hours, and eventually they make up and they make a new contract. But Cutter was very angry, 1, that Greg died, 2, that his contract got ended by Greg, and 3, that Greg went away for a week without talking to him. And went and got tattoos without him, because he said next time he went to go get tattoos, he'd bring him with. But for the rest of the week, Greg would like to.
I would have to say the negotiations for allowing some drinking took the longest part.
Yeah. But I would say then afterwards, for the rest of the week, Greg's gonna work on his Chaos Laser Pistol project. Rebuilding that and then trying to enchant it once more.
All right, give us intelligence for that. That's what you use, right?
For constructing?
Yeah. Or give us whatever you use for that.
He's proficient with firearms. He's good at building stuff, so I would say intelligence plus proficiency, if that's all right.
Perfect.
That's great. That's a 24.
Ooh. All right.
Very nice.
Build the functioning laser pistol.
Yeah, you put it together, and it actually feels like it goes together so much better this time. And you've got.
I gotta hand. They're a lot more slender, but I feel like they're better this way.
Get all the nooks and crannies.
Yep.
Do you want to? Do you want to go to the firing range? Oh yeah, enchanting. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, enchanting it. So that'll be Arcana.
Yep.
Cool. Ho, that's even better. That is a 26.
it it takes half the time it normally does to enchant something, and it sits and you can feel the power vibrating in it.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm gonna take it to the shooting range and test it out.
Oh wow,
And you
Greg,
remember-
look at that. You flew to the barrel, added some relief cuts, and wow, look at that compensator. I mean, you did a really great job at this.
Thank you. It actually took a lot of work, but it went a lot together, a lot easier. You know, these new fingers are really, really nice. Thank you again for the fingers.
Also, we're gonna talk about something. You should probably be careful if you sneeze for the first couple times.
Why?
Just thing that Yuantis do. Might acid spray, poison spray.
Poison spray, but so it's not so I have like actual poison glands?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Also,
Are they deeper? I think right there.
you
Right there, I think.
yeah, you taste it.
There?
Yes. Stop
Yeah.
squeezing it.
Yeah. Stop squeezing it.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
you're not immune to it. Don't swallow. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you'll feel that later. Also, just a tip. Nightly warm baths or invest in a lot of cream or lotion for the scales. They will chafe.
Oh, don't worry. I already have a bunch of that stuff anyway for all the blacksmithing.
You'll need more.
That's
Blacksmithing and scales.
All right.
Soot gets underneath it.
Now I heard rumors about like doing like dust baths. Is that something I should do or?
It helps.
Okay. Anything else I should know about? Is there a particular brand of pollen? This is like walking to the shooting range.
Recalling everything from Nookie's life, he'll let him know all the ins and outs of being Yuanti, so that he has no surprises. Even though you're part snake, you don't have a cloaca, so don't try.
I noticed that it was a little. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
It's kind of disappointing. I was kind of interested in seeing what that would look like.
Yeah, don't. My uncle has one. It's weird.
Which uncle? Because from what I understand, you've had a bunch of lives.
Yuanti life, uncle. Yeah, not.
Gotcha.
Well, actually, when I was a dragon too. Oh, yeah. So I was a dragonborn when you met me. Previous life, I was actually a full-on dragon. Yeah, that was fun. I wouldn't mind doing that again, but I mean, that's not gonna happen.
Interesting. Well, I mean, there's always a chance.
Now is Elion
No.
still a half elf?
Nope,
No.
He's a full
astral
elf.
elf.
Oh, okay.
Elves from space.
Hey. Space elves.
All right. Yeah, go and test out the laser pistol at the shooting range.
All right.
I'll need to find the notes where I brought up the design for this. I think it's like rolling a d10 to see what the damage type will be for the day.
Yep. But we do a first trigger pull check just to see if it functions. So roll a d100 to see your luck on this.
Oh, a d100. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
55.
55. Goes
Go
off
good either way?
It goes off as intended.
Nice.
Very, very nice. Actually, I think I will switch one of those infusions around to that other thing I was planning on doing. All right. That I would assume takes up my entire week, comforting and reconnecting with Cutter, all that fun stuff.
Yep, that works for me. So week 3, You guys can, gotta do what you want. If there's anything, one other thing or something else you would like to do for that week 3.
I also want to put this forward too. If there's something you guys want Greg to make, he can spend his week doing that as well.
Yep, that is a total option.
At some point, Elion has like this awkward like moment with Greg. So, how's life? Your new life?
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It's great. I got a new laser
Good.
pistol.
Good. Well, I mean the living part.
The living part's good. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Went to what was it Sword Coast with Hagatha and did some smithing last week. I think Cutter might be doing a lot better now in our therapy sessions.
Question.
Possible answer.
Have you considered worshiping Corellian? You know, considering he gave you life.
Oh.
I mean, my father doesn't always do that. I mean, it's very rare that he would do that. I mean, he's done that for me, yes, but I mean, I'm his son. You're a friend.
No, I get it.
And you're not necessarily a worshiper. I mean, as he mentioned. So I was just wondering, like, are you gonna worship my dad or what?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's appreciative that I got brought back, and if there's a proper, like, gratitude ritual or something, I'd be fully willing to do that. But
yeah, your prayers and soul.
Yeah. Well. I mean, I'm originally a half orc, and from what I understand, half orcs outside of Ravnica don't get along typically with Elvish
That was
gods.
a long time ago. That
2 weeks ago.
No. It was, it was around the creation of time. I mean, Lolth was there. I mean, it was a crazy time.
I mean, technically, Lolth is still around.
Yeah, I mean, but she's not dating my dad anymore. I mean, my half sister.
Right.
She.
Right, I
She
heard.
hates her mom too. So I mean,
I heard the story
get it.
about how Lolth, tried to kill her husband. Yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah.
I mean, he doesn't hate all orcs. I mean, and that was a long time ago. Things have changed.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you're not an orc.
Well, not anymore. Now. But then I'm a 1T, and from what I hear, some of their worships are kind of weird.
But you're
There's
not
cannibalism
from Schultz,
and
though.
stuff.
You're not from
True.
Schultz, so you don't know.
True.
You're gonna get poor Greg.
I'm from Ravnica, where we have like a borderline worship of the guy who's in charge of our guild.
Gonna give Greg an identity crisis.
Already taken in that sense, I guess.
But that's why they call it a pantheon. You can have multiple deities.
True.
And
so every other Sunday, just worship to his dad, and then.
Yeah, and I mean,
joint custody.
I mean, let's be honest.
One of them gets my soul on weekends.
Your guild leader didn't exactly give you life.
Gave me purpose, helped me get into engineering, all that sort of stuff. They didn't look down on me because I was huge.
You know that the elves have been doing that since forever, right?
Looking down on me for being huge? Yes.
No, engineering.
Is there a particular reason we're going in this conversational direction?
I mean,
do you need to make a quota?
I mean, if you have about 5 minutes, we can talk about the Lord Lorethian. So,
do you have a pamphlet? I'm
I'll
sorry.
think about
I'm
it.
typically really suspicious about gods that don't have pamphlets.
My father doesn't need one.
That's what a lot of gods who are kind of suspicious say.
After the spell plague, he's the only greater deity remaining. I'm just saying.
On
excuse me.
Toral. Yeah, on Toral. I'm sorry, my home plane, our entire, all the planar realities around it collapsed into one. So, I mean, I'm just saying, spell plague, cool, but your reality still holds. Like us, we got fire elementals that just make their home down in the ground. I actually used to work with some of them when in my teenage years.
We'll talk about this again later.
Probably.
So have you met Jesus?
Where are those frogs at?
Oh, that's right. I should go say hi to the frogs. I haven't said hi to them at all.
You.
I should show them my laser.
No.
That's the last thing those frogs need.
Greg, have you ever heard the term arms race?
Yes. It's where you race to see who can win their game of arm wrestling the fastest.
No, not that one. You know what?
Where you run on your forearms?
Before you go visit the frogs, could you build a blast shield between here and the pond?
I could, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Take me, I don't know, a few hours?
Yeah, perfect. And then
Boy.
go visit the frogs, please.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh my god. I can't. I just can't. I just.
The
Oh.
frogs are gonna have nukes in like 3
20
days.
minutes.
If Greg goes in there drunk, yes.
Oh my god. And with his new body, he doesn't know what his tolerance is, so that could be like that.
Well, I'm using the legacy 1T, so I'm immune to poison.
Ah, damn.
All right. So towards the end of your week, you get a knock at the door of your living quarters here on the collective.
Awful. Who is it?
It's
Anybody else hear that?
it's your boss. Mudvayne?
I don't have a boss. Wait.
Mulvayne.
Anybody know Mulvayne?
Oh, hold on, I got this. Hi, open the door. I got him hooked up to some of the systems here so he can control a lot of the automatic things.
Well,
Hi, make us coffee. Hi, make us... Okay, it's starting to smoke. I'll be right back.
well, how is my my favorite group of agents, the Punchline? Been through quite a lot.
Favorite, eh?
Yes. You guys have been through quite a lot.
Yeah, some of us died, some of us came back, some of us died again and came back, and one of us is just emotionally traumatized, and yeah.
Well, I came here today to officially apologize for what has happened to all of you.
Elion comes out wearing a towel. Greg, why did my shower just turn into coffee?
I don't know. I can't explain that at all. Work, goddamn. Fire just starts shooting out.
The oven turns on.
The toaster pops with some toast. Like, I don't remember putting toast in there. Or bread in there.
Pie, turn off all wireless. Pie. There we go. The lights go out.
Greg!
I'll fix it.
Mulvayne just snaps his fingers and dancing lights appears. I'll let you get back to your technical issues here in a moment, but from the Masters of the Collective, we want to officially apologize to all of you. We have
About
given
what?
you tasks beyond your station because, well, you could do it. And in our hubris, we didn't take you in consideration.
No, really?
Agatha, we placed you in a position you did not want. Nor did you desire, or technically, we should have talked to you about before giving you command of the team. If that's something
Yeah, that's what you want to call it.
If you still wish to have that position, you may have it. If not, we will assign it to one of the other members of the team. Now, it is your choice.
Do we have to have a leader?
Well, in the sense of we need you could choose the way you handle the position amongst yourself. We need a leader of the team for certain things on our end. If you want to consider yourself equal exactly, and that's not my department, and I don't care for it myself.
Yeah. We'll get back to you on that.
Well, I have a question. When I read through our personnel files, I saw that we have a member of the team, Thane. Why can't he be an active leader? He seems to be in a leadership role, redacted.
Yes, Thane's mission lies elsewhere. He is still technically a member of the Punchline, but his skills
Is
were
he alive?
perfectly suited for his position.
That's what they keep telling us, but nobody will tell us anything, like if he's doing okay or...
Well, that's actually part of my visit, is to assign you a mission, actually. You've had some time off and have been able to heal, and I wanted to, make sure you're okay. This mission was actually requested to be given to you by Thane himself. Well,
My fuzzy little friend.
Commander, Lieutenant, whatever Thane.
Oh, has he picked up more titles since he's been gone?
Yes.
That sounds like him.
He has. He manages to find them everywhere he goes. It's quite a
He does. He's good like that.
It's quite a curious habit for such a creature. But
It's appropriate.
if the Punchline is ready to get back to it, or if you need more time.
I think Agatha's good to go. She's seen a therapist once a week or every other day or something. She's worked out a couple of issues and she's good.
Right. Grigorovich, I first off want to thank you for your willingness and sacrificing of your life for the collective. And he
covered in milk.
Yeah.
Of course, sir.
And he hands you what's the equivalent to like a bronze star.
Ooh.
Thank you, sir.
Not many agents earn these, and most of them aren't around to collect them.
Permission to act out of protocol, sir?
Please, you haven't been in protocol since I walked in the door.
He hugs him.
And he hugs you back. He embraces you back, and he whispers a sincere thank you and apology.
Sorry about the milk. It'll come out if you just steam it.
I'm not worried. Snaps and presidentation.
Right, of course. Sorry, I need a moment.
Champion.
Agatha's by his side, just kind of like...
Champion Elion Corellian.
Yep.
We wish to thank you for your service here as well. I know your father has had a lot of hand in this. And we wish to thank him for allowing his champion to work with us, alongside us. And I also want to thank you, Elion, and your lives for willingly, well, for going on missions and doing what you do best. From what I understand, you weren't that bard.
I sure wasn't.
You definitely aren't now. Look how far you have come. You've technically found yourself again.
Found all myselves.
That is quite an accomplishment. But I want to hand you this mission now, and that is what I'll do. And this mission is of utmost importance. This mission is vital to the very survival of the collective and the worlds we protect. And he taps his watch. Arrow, please play the message. The lights, the dancing lights dim, and the screen that Arrow usually appears on appears a video briefing. Classified, top secret. Message from Thane to Punchline. And Thane appears on screen.
Hello, everyone. Agatha, Nookie, new guy.
Why does he look like a Sith?
What's a Sith? Sith.
Shit.
Oh. Oh.
I'm giving you an elongated pause because this is a pre-recorded message, and I'm sure someone is saying something right now, not realizing that I'm not actually able to respond. Regardless, it is I, your beloved captain, Commander Captain Thane Doomstalker, Dragon Slayer, Void Walker, Most Whittle. Maximus, did you mess with my speech again?
What's it say?
Most Whittle Fluffy Buddy Bud.
Yeah, that was mine. Got to start using passwords, dude.
Right, whatever. It's me, guys. And this isn't a courtesy call. In my vast, dynamic, action, and romance-filled adventures, we've pieced together information regarding a major problem for the collective. The Trust has been building a massive, thick, girthy... Damn it, Maximus! How much did you change?
Hold on, I'm reading here that he had a breakup with someone from another team, and he was devastated by it. Romance filled my ass. And these self-imposed titles. I'm the son of a god. How about that? Where's that title?
Maximus, stop laughing! How much did you change?
that one wasn't me, bro. That was Norok.
Seriously, guest is not a password.
All right. The Trust is building a really big ship. We're not sure on location. But we think we have a trail on a crime family, the Risco family, with known Trust ties and possibly information on this thing. And that is where you come in. You see, the Trust is on high alert for any Void Walker activity, but Punchline is different. We'll be sending you to the city of Warhaven on Murdu to dismantle the family and to find out if they have any information on this ship. Arrow will give you the rest of the mission details. But, on a more personal note.
Maximus, he's gonna do the look. He's gonna do look. Watch.
Out of the room. He's getting personal. Come on, man. Jeez. Let him have his glory.
Can you guys leave? I will knife both of you.
Oh, God, his tail.
I
Oh,
will
man.
shake you both.
His tail's fluffed. He means it.
It is so cute.
Ow!
All right. Now that those idiots are out of the room, I know I sort of left in a hurry before. And they didn't really give me a chance to say goodbye. I called earlier, but I think one of Hagatha's boyfriends answered because he sounded elvish and like he might have been slipped something. I don't know. Regardless, I'm doing okay. And I've met some people. I've really gone through quite a bit already. Most of which I can't actually talk about. And I miss you guys.
I miss you too, Kane.
Agatha, I know things are probably hard on you with having to deal with Nookie. And
Oh my God, he
this
doesn't.
new guy, whoever he is, I know it's hard for you to do this on your own. But you got this. You are one of the most terrifying women I know. And that includes my mother. You've got this.
Your mother's a lovely lady. She's just
And
like
apparently
talking like you.
Sandy.
Nookie, I know you're giving him a hard time, so ease up on the new guy. You're an asshole, but you're
You
my
got it.
asshole. And not everyone is going to have the patience to deal with you like I do. And you know, when we get back, we'll get some drinks, spend an evening, insult each other, you know, like what we normally do. But make sure you take care of Hagatha. And new guy, Greg. Those two are my best friends in the world. Across several worlds. Take care of them. Keep them safe. Stay alert. Take your eyes off them for a minute, and some terrible calamity will occur. Not necessarily to them. Be vigilant. I love you guys. Good luck on your mission. And we'll see each other soon. End transmission.
And the screen goes quiet, and the dancing lights come back up. Mason, you get a inspiration for that. Very well done.
Thank you, Victor.
Yes.
Bottle cap.
Buttercap.
Yeah, that.
So then Arrow's voice comes in. As the illustrious Commander Captain Voidwalker, whatever his face name, said, I'm an AI and I have trouble keeping care of his rank. It's like she's talking to someone. Mardu is pretty standard. Dungeons, dragons, magic. However, this place is a little different. Most of the big cities have some sort of electrical power to them. And they have managed to build cities that touch the sky. I.e. skyscrapers is what they call. You are headed to the city of Warhaven. The city was founded over 700 years ago on the southeast corner of once was a plagued continent of Mies. The city is quite large, home to roughly 900,000 souls of all types. The city is ruled by the Lord Governor Samuel Noon, who is just about as corrupt as they come. Dark, filthy, and always raining are just some of the ways to describe Warhaven itself. There are 4 main areas of the city: Center City, East City, Stalker's Hills, and Croker's Crag. That is the information I have for you now. More will be downloaded to your ship as you head out.
Center City, East City, Croker's Crag, and what was the fourth one?
West City.
West City. Okay.
For some reason it's not written down on here. I don't know why. I remember physically writing it, but it's not here. Anywho. You guys will be given a ship, and it will remain in geosynchronous orbit above the city itself. Your ship departs in the morning. Be prepared. And that is where we'll pick up next week. Right here on Agents of the Collective. Congratulations, guys. You have reached the third and final story arc at level that you're supposed to be. And it was tough to get you there. But
It's tough getting there.
Almost didn't make it.
Almost didn't make it. But I want to thank everyone for watching our random downtime this evening. It was a lot of fun. Make sure to join our new Discord. I did put the link in the Twitch chat here earlier. Join, hang out, talk to us there. We'd love to hear from you. You could also, if you like today's videos and you want to see more, you could always go to our YouTube page, the Collective Entertainment Network, and find more Agents of the Collective. You can find our first campaign that is on pause at the moment, Mythical Etheris, and soon more. We also have a Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook page. Instagram and Twitter are Collective Roles, as in role play instead of physically rolling. And Facebook page is Collective Entertainment Network. We also have an email address. It's thecollectiveen@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe on all the previous platforms I've said. We will greatly appreciate it. And we are not that far off from our last year goal of 30 followers. We just need 2 more. Once we get there, we have a new goal, which will unlock something fun and new for everybody else. For everyone. It's going to allow us to do more. All right. Well, we love you. We thank you. And we will see you all again next Tuesday. Baz.
Bye-bye.
Bye. How do I turn the microphone off? There it is.